What's up, everybody? Dr. Dark 195. There's levels to this. Alright, so been really busy. So I can't drop a video every single day. Last week I tried something different where I dropped 4 videos in one day. So this week I'm gonna try something a little bit different and then I'm gonna see which one works better. So what I did last time is I had a whole bunch of topics that I wanted to make videos about. I made the videos in one day and I just put them all up. What I'm gonna do today is I'm just gonna make one video and I'm going to talk about all the topics that I want to talk about. Now, the crazy thing is I got to figure out what I'm going to name this video because I can't have all these names on it. So I'm just going to pick whichever one I think is probably going to be the most enticing to you, my audience. So we'll see. So we'll see what I name the video. I'm just going to go down the list and let's begin. So the first topic I got written up here that I want to talk about. Are games made for console or PC? Now, why does this matter? Well, first, let's answer the question. Are video games made for console or are they made for PC? What do you guys think? Everything that I see, everything that I have experienced makes it seem like video games are made specifically for console. Developers ultimately are trying to figure out how to have their games run fluently and efficiently on console. The theory behind it is if it runs well on console, it should run even better on PC, but that's not always the case. Hence, the game everyone hates talking about. What is it? Batman Arkham Knight? Was it Arkham Knight? Arkham City? You know what Batman game I'm talking about that's not optimized, right? Or wasn't optimized when it came out. Hence, Horizon Zero Dawn, right? Runs better on the PS4, arguably, than it does on the PC. And that's just the way it is. So in my experience, you tell me if I'm wrong, most games are made to run on console. So with that logic, developers are looking at what these consoles have to offer and optimizing for it, right? So does it matter? Does it matter if the Xbox Series X is going to have less teraflops than a 2080 Ti? Does it matter if the PS4 or the PS5 is going to be slightly less powerful than the Xbox Series X when developers are still going to focus on making sure that the games run on either console? I don't know, something to think about, right? So it goes back to that narrative that power itself, when it comes to console, is not the end all be all. But we know that. Just curious to see what you guys think about that. All right, let's switch over. Second topic, what about the world? Now, this one's pretty interesting, right? What about the world? This is what I mean. I have a video where I'm talking about the xCloud, right? And someone left a comment saying, hey, that's awesome, whatever, but I don't remember where the guy was from, but he was saying where I live, different part of the world, we don't have good internet here, so something like the xCloud is not going to work. And that got me to thinking, right? A subscription-based gaming platform that requires internet to have stable connection is great for people that live, let's say here where I live, we live in America, right? So yeah, we might have that advantage. And even then, there's some places in America that don't get good internet. So what about the world is what I want to know. What are these gaming companies thinking about when it comes to the world? Or do they not care? Like I got the xCloud works well on my phone because I have, Verizon and I got 4G LTE, whatever, and I've played it and it works well. But what if you got, I don't know, something less? What if you got like, knock on it, but let's say you got something like Metro PCS or something. Can you still use xCloud? What if you're like in a third world country? Are you not allowed to game anymore because everything has to be done online? I don't know. That's kind of to me. That's kind of messed up. I would prefer if the entire world was able to game. Anybody can grab a Nintendo 64, connect it to a TV, and start playing. Like you don't need anything. You just need power, and the TV, the system, the game. That's it. The way these systems are going now, it's like they're gonna leave people behind in the world. So Just curious. Let me know what you guys think about that. Okay, here's the next topic. What do we prefer? Because next generation console, I highly doubt are going to be able to give us both. I might be wrong, but I highly doubt they're going to be able to give us both. Do we prefer 4K gaming or do we prefer 60 FPS or higher? What do we prefer? In an ideal world, every single game next generation is going to run 4K 60, right? But man, there's people right now with strong PCs that struggle to do that. I'm not lying. I think I had a PC gamer tell me that the sweet spot is 1440p 60 FPS. You comment, let me know if you think that's true. So, what do we prefer, 4K or 60 FPS? I know for me, I prefer the 60 FPS. I think that should be standard every single way. No game, I never want to play a game at 30 frames per second. Ever. Never. Never. Ever. Next generation, nope. Don't want to do it. I don't. I'm cool with still playing games at 1080p. I am. So 4K for me, I mean, I'm cool with 1080p and anti-aliasing. That's fine. I haven't played a game at 1440p, but I heard that looks beautiful too. So maybe you could do 1440p and 60. That's another thing. You consoles, you don't got to jump straight to 4K. You know, some of us don't have a 4K TV yet, so we'll see. All right, next topic. Let's see what I wrote down. Ideas are good, but we won't know if they'll work until it's out. Man, that's facts. So the consumer is what drives things, right? We're the one that drive whether something is going to work, whether something is we're going to continue to do it. Okay. So I'll give you an example. The Wii came out, right? And had motion controls and everything, and sold really fast. People were on it, right? And the gimmick got old really quick. Once people realized that you could sit on your couch and play tennis, you didn't actually have to get up, right? Like I remember, confession time, playing Just Dance, and literally I felt like I was killing the moves. Like I know I was doing the moves right. The freaking Wii stick was exactly where it was supposed to be, and it still wouldn't register. And I had like my 5-year-old son next to me dancing with me, just moving around, and he was getting perfects, and I'm like, wait a minute, right? So the idea, the concept of the motion control was at first was novel and got a lot of people to buy it. But as you can see, if it really truly was the next thing to come, every other system after that would have had it. Now the PlayStation 4 came out with motion controls too. How well did that do? I don't know. You tell me. PS5 controller, they have a regular controller. The Xbox is gonna have a regular controller, right? So mouse and keyboard is still king, right? So again, an idea is is good until it comes out and then we actually try it. And that's what I fear when it comes to Microsoft and Game Pass and xCloud. I've already brought up where I could see these things failing. So I'll bring it up again if you guys didn't see those videos. For someone like me that's a budget gamer, I don't buy any games as soon as they come out. I don't. I don't spend over $20 for a game. I haven't done that in years. So I will wait till the game gets extremely old before I go ahead and purchase it, right? When I hopped on the subscription for Game Pass and I got into the beta for xCloud and I saw the list of games, there's a lot of old games on there that someone like me that's a budget gamer just hasn't gotten around to buy or to play. So to me, that subscription of $15 a month, whatever it's going to be, makes sense because it's still under that $20 budget. And then I have a plethora of games that are good games that I haven't played yet. However, I showed this same list to a coworker of mine who's not a budget gamer like me, who buys games as soon as they come out. And when he saw the list on xCloud and he saw the list on Game Pass, to him it made no financial sense because either he had already played the game and beaten it, owns the game. It's just all old games that he has already tried. So to him, it made no sense at all to get it, right? So it's a concept that makes sense and could work. It depends how they execute it. And again, it's going to depend on the consumer. Look, man, I'll be honest with you. Playing on my phone is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. But I don't prefer to play on my phone versus playing on my gaming laptop or playing on my console. I would be lying to you. There's no way. Playing on my phone is, to me right now, is a secondary thing, maybe a third thing. Like if I have to, right? Now I'm glad that it works. I'm glad that the option's there, but I'm not coming home and automatically jumping on to xCloud to play a game. I don't. I prefer to play the games on my PC or play it on the console. So that's my fear for Xbox is this stuff gonna work? See, the PS5 is sticking more to the traditional console concept, right? We're gonna make games, we're gonna have exclusives, you're gonna play our games here. Okay. If it's not broken, don't fix it, right? So I like that. Let's move on. Oh, here's this one. Now we're gonna switch over. If I'm invested in the Xbox ecosystem, should I get a PS5? Now this is strictly from a budget perspective, right? If you have money, man, go ahead, get them both. It's all good, right? But for me, again, someone who's a budget gamer, right? I love gaming to death. I like my money too, right? I gotta be responsible with my money. So if I'm gonna be paying for a subscription and I'm already in the ecosystem of Microsoft, I got xCloud, I got Game Pass. That's how I'm gonna be playing my games online if I'm playing on console. Why would I get a PS5 or should I get a PS5? Because I know that if I get a PS5 and then my PS5 becomes my preferred method of play, then the online subscription that I'm going to get is going to be for the PS5. And this is what I'm not going to do. Again, this is just me. I don't know about you. I'm not going to pay for two subscriptions. I'm not paying for a PS5 subscription, online subscription, and I'm not going to pay for a Microsoft subscription. So I got to make a choice. Right now, I already have Game Pass, and I'm telling you, I'm in the beta for the xCloud, and they got me, man. They got me. I like it. I like the service. Again, it makes sense for me, budget gamer. A whole bunch of games that I get to play on the go, streaming it. Don't have to download it to my actual phone or anything like that, and I like it. So, should I still get a PS5? And what does that look like? Do I get a PS5 without the online features? These are things that someone that's thinking about getting both systems has to think about. Or if you're already invested in the Xbox ecosystem, you got to think about if you're going to switch over to PS5. If you're not in the Xbox ecosystem, okay, look, I'm going to tell you this. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. There's no point in getting an Xbox Series X, in my opinion, if you're not going to get their online services. I think that's their best deal because you can stream from your Xbox Series X to anything. It's not just from the cloud. So theoretically speaking, streaming a game from your own Xbox to your phone should work better than streaming it from a cloud. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, to get the Xbox Series X and not get the subscription to me doesn't make sense. So if you're not already in the Xbox ecosystem and you don't plan on getting their services, I don't know why you would even get an Xbox Series X. I would just go with the PS5. Again, let me know what you guys think. Let's hop on over. Let's see what's the next one I got. Oh, this is perfect. Are subscriptions really cheaper? Listen, man, gaming is about to get really expensive, right? So they're saying that games next generation it might cost what is it, $70 every single game or whatever, something crazy like that. Like the basketball games, the 2K games are gonna be $70 instead of 60. That's like $10 after a while adds up. Plus, then you got to pay for an online subscription, right? But what if they made games? What if a gaming subscription becomes the norm? Will that actually be cheaper? So I got to think about it like this. I have Netflix and I have Hulu. Okay. I got them both. And it seems like a small amount of money that I'm paying every single month. But when I really look at it, if I was to just buy out these shows and these movies as I watched them or as I really needed them, would it be cheaper? The question would be the question would be answered if that was even an option. If Netflix could let you know how much a movie would cost you, right? So I guess the best example I could say is the PlayStation Store. Has movies and stuff that you can watch on PlayStation. And let's say you rent a movie. Oh, Amazon does it too. So let's say you want to rent a movie, and it says like $5.99 to rent a movie, right? In my mind, paying $5.99 for that movie doesn't make sense when I could pay $15 that month and get an array of movies that I could choose from. So that's why I hate renting movies from PlayStation Store, because I have a subscription for Netflix, I have a subscription for Amazon Prime, and I have a subscription for Hulu. I better find something that I can watch, and this is where the mind trickery comes in, for free. But it's not really free, you're actually paying for it, right, with the subscription. But in the long run, it's really cheaper. Let's say I only bought the movies and the series that I actually wanted from Netflix, all at their full price, and never paid a subscription. Would it actually be cheaper? I don't know. The other side of that coin is that there's stuff on Netflix and on Hulu and on Amazon Prime that I wouldn't have watched if it was up to me to buy, because the title itself or the description or whatever, it's like, it doesn't entice me. But because I have the subscription and I could watch it, there's plenty of shows, there's plenty of movies that I just, on a whim, I said, let me just see what this is about. Clicked on it, started watching it, and then next thing you know, I'm hooked. That's the same way that a subscription-based gaming thing could work, right? Because there might be games that you might not even give a chance a day, but it's on there. You already paid for the subscription, so you're on Game Pass. You're like, okay, let me try it. Boom, you try it. Next thing you know, you found a different genre of game that you would have never tried if you had to pay full money for it, right? So there you go. I mean, there's pros and cons. Same thing, guys. Let me know what you think. And this is the last topic. So it's a pretty long video, but this is the last topic, and I'm probably gonna make this the title of this video. Is virtual reality Sony's secret weapon? Why, maybe it's just me, but why haven't I heard more about virtual reality? If the PS4 can play VR games, right? PC, obviously, you can play VR games on PC. The PS4 can play VR games. PS4 Pro plays VR games even better. PS5 should be probably optimized for VR games. And let me tell you, I have coworkers that I've seen them stream VR games, and they've showed me what it looks like. And I'm telling you, it's impressive. It's impressive to see someone walking around in a first-person shooter, got your headset on, and everywhere you look is something you're walking like that. That looks impressive. Now, I don't have one. Okay, so I haven't experienced it for myself, but I can see VR being part of the next big thing. And correct me if I'm wrong, I haven't heard Microsoft or Sony really talk about VR that much. But what I do know is that Sony already has its foot in that door. Sony already has that established. It's already there. So is VR the PS5 secret weapon? Because it's only going to get better. The graphics for VR already look pretty impressive, but it's only going to get better. And that is, if you want to call it a gimmick, that I think will work. It's going to work better than the touchpad. It's going to work better than haptic triggers. It's going to work better than all that. So VR, what do you guys think? I think that might be Sony's maybe ace in the card. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the months to come. There's only a few months left. Before we know it, it's going to be holiday season, and these systems are going to have to come out. They're going to have games for them. And at the end of the day, you and I are going to have to make a choice. If you've already made your choice, go ahead, leave a comment, let me know. If you already know for sure you're getting a PS5, let me know. If you already know for sure you're getting the Xbox Series X, let me know for sure. If for some reason you're thinking about getting the Xbox Series S, I really want to know why you're thinking about getting that one. If it's just strictly budget, okay, cool, I understand. Or maybe you want to get a PS5 and an Xbox Series S, so then you have access to both ecosystems. Yeah, that might work. But if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna just say get a PC. But it is what it is. So let me know, guys. Long video, whole bunch of topics in there. We'll see how this works. Dark 1985. There's levels to this. We out. Peace.